with the newly mopped arcade. We are 5Alive. I am BobbyT.
I'm Martin.
And I'm Crza.
I was down here mopping.
I did.
Mop. But did you sing the mopping song?
I did, well, twice, because at one point you're like, I fucking hate mopping, this sucks.
I did notice the lack of cat piss smell.
Yes, yeah, no, it didn't smell like cat pee. Yeah, he that was a masterpiece that he laced down in the arcade this
I was
time.
kind of disappointed about that, though.
You enjoyed the smell of cat piss?
Yes.
the acrid tang of cat piss.
Look at back of the throat.
So what you watching there, Crza?
Oh yeah, so because we already started talking about this, so I wanted to bring it up right away because it's amazing. There's a documentary on Netflix called "The Real Football Factories," and it's basically about the history of British. Well, I shouldn't say British, UK, because they do. There are some episodes about
Scotland.
Teams in Scotland, and I think Wales too. So I guess it would be the origin of football hooliganism in the UK, and it is amazing. And I guess mostly about football hooliganism and the creation of firms
And supporter clubs.
Yeah, exactly. A firm is basically another term for basically like a gang of football supporters.
The rabid football supporters.
Yeah.
There's been a couple different movies about this. There's I forget the name of the one with Elijah Wood.
The Green Street Hooligans. Yes.
Green Street Hooligans.
That's available on Netflix right now.
It's
been for a really long
movie.
time.
That's a really good movie.
Yeah, that one's about the West Ham
Yes.
supporters, and then the rivalry between West Ham and Millwall.
Yes,
Yeah.
Millwall. All your girlfriends are
Yeah.
go to bed unsatisfied. But yes, I because of your recommendation, I watched it and I loved it. I have to say, my favorite part though is the host is unquestionably British, like to the point where you're like, is he doing an act?
Yeah.
Like, is this dude from New York and just pretending to be British? And my one complaint is he constantly references the movie he was in,
Yes.
which allowed him to get this job.
Mm-hmm.
I want to watch other things he's hosted because they don't have to do with football.
Yeah.
I wonder if he constantly brings up other movies
This-
he's been in
that have to do with whatever.
exactly with what he's talking about.
Basically, he's kind of like
Welcome to my home improvement show.
He's-
Now I did a movie once.
he's the English Adam Cole. They hold his family hostage and they say, "Listen, you
Michael
have to."
Cole.
Michael Cole. They hold his family hostage and say, "You have to bring up these movies, or else we're gonna kill your daughter."
We're gonna kill your daughter.
Yeah, exactly.
And then he looks at the camera and he says, "It's boss time."
Exactly. So what's awesome about this show is not only do they talk about the formation of the firms and I guess how football hooliganism kind of came to be, but they also talk about the fashion. And in the first episode, he goes to the London clubs. So he talks about the West Ham firms and Arsenal, Tottenham, and I think Chelsea. Yeah.
Can you move those notebooks, Mark?
Certainly.
And it was awesome because he goes to like a vintage 70s skinhead clothing store
Exactly.
in like the
now,
Chelsea
this is
district.
non-racist.
Yes,
skinheads.
yeah, traditional skinheads.
More based around music.
Yeah,
and football.
and back in the 70s, it was really based more around like the two-tone ska movement.
Exactly.
And
It's
less
really
about
hard to
punk.
be racist when all of the music you listen to is produced by black people.
Yeah.
It's Desmond Decker.
Exactly.
Yeah, exactly. We're talking about like Trojan.
Watch out, don't hit the table.
Oh,
'cause we
okay.
have the recorder on the
We're talking about Trojan ska
Exactly.
skinheads and everything like that. So, but he goes to this old school store and he's pulling out like these freaking awesome vintage donkey jackets and if 5Alive ever goes worldwide and we get enough to like fund a trip, we have to go to London and visit some of these
who would
shops.
like to donate to the 5Alive
Yeah.
Patreon? That is patreon.com/5Alive.
So we can go.
See, Crza didn't know I was going to fire into a plug
Yeah,
there,
there
but I'm
you
a
go.
plug machine.
Oh,
But man,
man.
do not forget to like, share, and subscribe. Hit that like.
Yeah,
I
I
would-
mean, if
I
you guys
would-
want to see me decked out in old school traditional
Oh,
skinhead
no.
gear,
Yeah,
like
yeah,
we
yeah, yeah.
Nick,
Yeah.
you and me, sir.
Yeah.
You and me. 'Cause I would love that. Yeah, that would be awesome.
Dude, get some
Just to
old
go
school
see-
docs.
And I would just go as like shaft trash.
Yeah, just go and see Tottenham versus Chelsea.
Yeah.
Or
It was really cool too because in some
Arsenal.
of the, well, they was trying to walk it in. So anyway, what I really
Did you see that ludicrous display last night?
What I really liked about the show was that they kind of documented the evolution of the firm. So in the beginning, that first episode, they're talking about the skinhead culture and how that related to football and everything like that. But as the police started to crack down on the skinheads and realize that they were like the troublemakers or like that, they started dressing like really sharp and like more casual, and they would wear like the Fila in the 80s like Fila gear, and they would get like the pompadours and like just like be like totally like glammed out. And they wanted to kind of like give that impression that they wouldn't be able to scrap or whatever, and then people would underestimate them, and then they beat the crap out of everyone. It was amazing.
It's the English way to fight. It's downplay everything until I have to kick your ass. Yeah.
So I did want to make a quick mention. We are nominated for an award, and that's actually, you see over my shoulder, I got the Sub-Zero there. If we win the award, it's the Collectorverse Golden Collector Awards. I really hope we get it. We're in a class with a lot of really good shows, so it'll be interesting to see. I mean, we have a lot of volume.
We're the best show.
We are the greatest. Practice? Nah, we don't practice. No. So
talk about practice.
We win at championships. so yeah,
irony because he never won a championship.
Yeah, it's hilarious. Collectorverse.com is doing this. They're giving away, it's like a coin. It's this actually awesome giant coin. They also are funded or sponsored by First for Figures, and there's all tons of giveaways they're doing for it. It's going to be awesome.
Question regarding the giant coin: can we use it to play a giant game of Donkey Kong?
Wait a minute. Hold on a second. Saying I'm not seeing the show.
Aww.
Interesting. I don't know what to say there, Gingerbeard. Are you seeing it now?
How about now?
And
I don't know. That's interesting. Gingerbeard said I'm not seeing the show, but we're fine here.
And I'll have you know, Allen Iverson is a champion here.
In your heart?
In your heart?
In his heart.
There he is.
In his heart.
He's got it. All right, guys. So yeah, we're saying
Newport News?
Collectorverse. If we win this award, we will be giving away the Sub-Zero. That's right here. Made by Pop Culture Shock Toys, is 1/4 scale statue. The thing is a monster. We do have videos of it. Go check those out.
It is absolutely
we'll pop
gorgeous.
that up in the comments here.
It's honestly one of the greatest things I've held in my hand, and I have a child.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, dude, that RoboCop though.
The RoboCop was pretty sweet. Yeah.
I kind of can't wait to get that Sub-Zero out of here. Like, let's win so we can get that RoboCop.
Yeah.
And it's such a giant statue. I can only really put up like one at a time. You know. So, but yeah, we'll be giving that away. Go check out collectorverse.com tomorrow night. I believe it's at 8 or 8:30. And they actually have a really good site. It's a lot of other podcasts and channels and vlogs about toys. So and different collecting. They really broke it down. Like the awards are like, so we're nominated for best long form toy chat. There's short toy chat, there's statue videos, there's pop collectors, so there was like 25 to 30 different categories, but it was for all the realms of collecting that people do videos for. It was really, really cool. So kind of
would you say they break it down?
They do break it down. So yeah, no, I gotta check that out.
Oh, the Real Football Factories.
Yeah,
yes, it was
definitely
fantastic.
A definite recommend.
Yes,
so
it's only like 6 episodes long too, so it's a pretty quick watch.
Nice. Yeah, Farouk, we were just talking about it actually. He watched the Ric Flair 30 for 30 today.
I gotta watch that.
He's like, I don't know how that man isn't dead. The exact text was, I don't know how that man isn't dead with all the partying he's done. It was like, yeah, no, Flair tied it on. Man.
I had a conversation with some coworkers once about that regarding hard partiers and stuff, and they were like, oh, and they were bringing up all these young people, and I was like, nope, it's Ric Flair.
Yeah.
And they're like, no, and I'm like, no, it's Ric Flair.
Or what's his name? Keith Richards.
Right.
Yeah, he's a pretty hard partier too.
I was like, you guys think, oh yeah, this guy, and it's like, nope, it's Ric Flair. You don't understand. Dudes in the 70s, in the early 80s, before the HIV scare. No, they went full bore.
That man went, I think he's, what was it, like 4 or 5 kids from 3 different women or something. Like, he's got like a Donald Trump level amount of kids and women in tow.
It's a bit much.
He's up there. He's got the numbers. Good old Rick.
So speaking of Ric Flair, bringing it back to wrestling, there is some crazy news that came out. Again, has not been substantiated, so this is all rumors. But rumor has it that Paige got injured back in December.
Yeah,
and it was
December 27th. It was a house show in Long Island. I think.
Yep, and it was a lot harsher than anyone thought, and it looks like she might be done.
Yeah, like done.
Yeah, they thought at first it was like a stinger, and then it kind of progressed into something worse.
Moved into the Edge Stone Cold variety of that's a neck thing, and we don't mess with neck things.
Yeah, when you do see the video, her neck does snap back. Basically, she was kicked in the back by Sasha Banks and did not know that hit was coming.
Right.
So she did what all people would do as human beings. You just kind of, when you get kicked in the spine, your whole body just... I mean, if my Baby T was laying in my bed and she scratched my back with her toenail, and I was like, like my whole back just like tweaked out, and it's like you can't even imagine if you got literally kicked in the spine
and you don't know it.
But of course, people being the crap heads that they are blaming Sasha Banks for this. And it's like, you can't blame Sasha. If you're not going to blame Samoa Joe for the Tyson Kidd thing.
Yeah,
you can't blame Sasha for this.
And Seth Rollins for
the Finn thing.
For Finn and Sting.
Yeah, exactly. Finn and Sting. Yeah.
Look, this happens. It sucks, but
it's.
We will blame, however, D'Lo Brown for draws.
Damn it,
Screw
D'Lo.
D'Lo, man.
Damn it, D'Lo.
Damn you, D'Lo Brown.
That is my favorite. Anytime something goes wrong in OSW review, it's always D'Lo Brown's fault.
Well, they call it just D'Lo booking, where he has the same match over and over.
Even not match booking. Even
even
when lights go out. No,
like,
when lights go out, they're like, "Damn you, D'Lo."
Always D'Lo. But yeah, he used to have some of the worst matches. It was just really like the same. You're stuck in this loop of the same match. So.
Oh, D'Lo's awful.
That head was nuts. You're looking at the rear now. So what you gonna do?
Have a terrible match.
Well, that's the thing, though, is the match that he would have repeatedly. Solid match.
Yeah, no.
And it ended with a pretty dope. His frog splash was pretty sick.
D'Lo is the epitome of ham and egger. Just a dude who will get you through.
Mm-hmm.
You know, just like ham and eggs, that's a decent meal. It's never going to be anyone's
Physical
last meal.
Therapy. No, it is your last meal.
I just never thought.
It is no longer too soon. You take a fuck, Droz. You're going down.
I never.
What did Droz ever do to you?
Oh, don't.
He vomited.
That is a whole other video.
I just never thought I'd be talking about D'Lo Brown again, ever.
Ever in your life?
You're like, and I thought I had everything. I said I had everything I had to on that subject, but no, apparently not.
I guess not.
That came right back around.
We all know how I feel about the Attitude Era, so you know.
Oh my God! I hope you show
up.
Oh man!
I can't wait for.
Just like step around his head.
Dude, I can't wait for WrestleMania.
Oh my God! I need a video now of my new BobbyT shake, the D'Lo Brown shake by BobbyT.
The thing is that D'Lo Brown is shaking like that because he's Parkinson's now. It's not even like he's doing it. It's
just he is old too. He was old when he was technically supposed to be young.
I can't wait for WrestleMania, and I truly hope you're here for it because you will be so angry. You will be angrier than both of us combined.
It's amazing.
I can't take it. I can't take it when the Attitude Era people get back into the ring. Like, just a piece of me dies, and there's really not a lot left. There's not a lot to be left. It's like it's like the reverse. It's like the reverse Grinch. You know, instead of my heart growing, it just becomes a little bit more prune-like. It's just dried and deflated.
The reverse Grinch.
Dude, my heart is so underdeveloped at this point.
It just looks like a date.
Kane wins the Royal Rumble.
It's just powder. It's just powder that's pumping through my body.
I swear to God, I might murder someone if Kane wins the Royal Rumble.
Kane wins the Royal Rumble, and Crza's heart shrunk 3 sizes that day.
I will
turns
drive.
into that weird raisin you find in
I will
mix.
drive down to Stamford, Connecticut, and fucking I will protest in front of the WWE building on my.
Just you with a placard that says, "Hey ho, Kane must go. Hey ho."
A one-man protest. Be like, I blame you, WWE, for the blackest of the black heart.
We'll be there filming.
Yeah, no, every year for WrestleMania for me and Martin, it really is just like a...
Yeah.
How long are we going to get?
Which repeat winner is going to win this time?
Oh, no.
Yeah, no, this is even worse. No, because, the match we're going to talk about... We'll only talk about wrestling briefly here for a second, because this is awful. It was with Shawn Michaels... No. Where DX and N.E.W.
Oh, that was Sting versus Triple H.
Yeah, Sting versus Triple H.
Oh,
and
just the
so
worst.
Sting's obviously in the ring, so here comes the NWO, and it's Hogan, Hall, and Nash, and then DX comes out, and was X-Pac in DX or was X-Pac in, and they just have a big schmaz in the ring. And, no, he was really in both, but in this particular WrestleMania, he chose one. I think he came out as DX.
Yeah, he came out as DX, and then the New Age Outlaws were there, and they're like, "Oh yeah," and I'm in.
They got their walkers,
man,
and
the entire
VKM,
and the entire time the crowd is crying because they're so annoyed.
Oh, it was just garbage. But that's what WrestleMania has become, is just the Attitude Era.
The rolling out of all the old,
getting a paycheck, son.
Oh man, and now I'm telling you what's going to be disgusting is Hulk Hogan is on his way back.
Oh,
do not be fooled.
No, we've discussed it.
We talked about this on our wrestling show. Hulk Hogan is human scum, and he is going to be coming back to WWE because they would not say his name. Mm-hmm. They erased him from the history books basically. And then last week, in the course of like a minute, Byron Saxton says they can't share the belt.
They can't.
That would disrespect past great champions like Bruno Sammartino, Macho Man Randy Savage, and Hulk Hogan.
Yep.
And then the next segment is the 25th anniversary of Raw, and I went, oh my God, they're going to bring back Hulk Hogan.
Yep.
They're about to do it.
To celebrate the 25th anniversary of Raw, they should do a reanimation experiment on Macho Man. That's just right in the middle of the ring. Just do the reanimation.
You're just gonna like Frankenstein him?
Well, either that or the green serum. The green goo serum from. There you go.
But you're gonna need some serious math. We'll need to get Scott Steiner.
Yeah,
no.
I mean, the problem with the reanimation serum is that Macho Man has been dead for too long.
The problem with the reanimation serum is it only works 33% of the time. And then
exactly.
And Kurt Angle knows he doesn't have a chance on a good day. Steiner,
it's time for me to go.
Do you like this little? I have to say, I'm happy with this little resistance movement I've got going to Alexis Mountain.
I did. I did give Martin a Sasha Banks.
They can't handle
the best Spider-Man of all time
and Harley Quinn. I'm sorry.
So I found the stand for the figures finally.
Oh, good.
It was on the table. It was just like underneath a loot crate or some shit. The other table.
Underneath a loot crate of literal shit.
Of literal mold-ridden identity thieving shit. So, what are you listening to, Crza?
Because of the Real Football Factories, I've just been going into a lot of old school, 80s Oi and two-tone. Been listening to the Specials, Desmond Decker, The Oppressed, Oi Polloi, The Blitz, even some American stuff, the Ducky Boys, American Heroes, and stuff Anti-Heroes. The thing that's great about that Real Football Factory show is that I didn't know this, but the band, the Cockney Rejects, were real West Ham supporters, and they kind of became a band to sing about West Ham and everything like that, which I thought was really cool.
And they would go to other cities.
Yeah, and sing these songs.
And their crowd would travel with them to the point where there would be riots at their shows because they were Western supporters in, say, Newcastle.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy. The only other band I know about of that genre that was like super into football was Red Alert. They were Sunderland fans. and that's
the only ones.
Yeah, pretty much. Exactly.
So what about you, Bobby T? Or are you too busy tagging and bagging?
Tagging and bagging.
I'm tagging and bagging. So how about you?
Which podcasts are you listening to this week?
That's pretty much it.
Yeah.
Honestly, that's what it comes
really
down
all
for
I
me.
do listen to.
What are people listening to podcasts?
The Dollop this week was absolutely amazing.
Holy shit. All right, hold on. I gotta stop tagging this for 1 second. It is about a man who gets so indebted to just in his life, and he's gonna die, and he decides he's going to blow up the casino.
He's not going to blow up the casino. He is going to hold the casino hostage to get the money to pay off said casino. Then, unfortunately, it goes wrong, and said casino blows up.
It's phenomenal.
It
might be one
so
of
good.
the best. Like, I'm gonna put that on a top 20.
It's real good.
It's
real,
way
real
up
good,
there.
Yeah.
Because there's parts where he really they swerve you a little bit.
Yeah.
I think these last 2 episodes have been good. The Naked Man.
The Naked Man was
and this
very
was
good.
really, really good.
Yep.
The swerve on Naked Man was really
The
good.
swerve on Naked Man was awesome.
So,
yeah.
definitely, I've been listening to the Dollop Omnibus.
Yep.
Omnibus.
Omnibus has been really good too. The last Omnibus was apparently a popular children's rhyme, which is Moravia, Monrovia, Moldavia, Moldova, and they just went into what those 4 things are, and it's like, actually super interesting. You're like, oh, okay, and you learn a bit more about, basically now, Europe's armpit.
Moldovia is where Dr. Doom is from, right?
That is Latveria, not Latvia. Latvia is an actual country.
I got Latvia on the mind actually because we just ordered this like desk stool, like standing stool thing for Baby T, and Mommy T ordered it from Turkey. And because it's like the only place that offered like this thing, and then I look at him like I could have made that in my sleep, but I just you look at it and you go, oh, okay, whatever.
It does what it does. It is coming with anti-U.S. propaganda, guarantee.
It went from like Turkey to Latvia to like it came with like it looked like a 1940s Warner Brothers trunk, like it had stamps all over the box and everything. I opened it and I'm like, oh god, this thing smells like the other side of the wall.
And then
it smells like Kristaps Porzingis.
Yeah, and then it was missing pieces, and you had to ship it all the way back.
Oh man, the mule can't take it.
What was the name of the country, the fictional country that Baron Unterbite was from in Venture Brothers?
And you think it's some crazy?
Was it Unterland?
It
was
is
that
Unterland.
Unterland? Yeah, there you go.
You think it's some crazy European thing, but it's actually just a part of Michigan that is not on any map anywhere. So because
like Mackinac.
Because it's not on any map, and Canada and the United States don't run it, it's just devolved into
man, Baron Unterbite.
Oh, he's got Tiger Bob. He's trying to tell us he's sore.
Man, I would not want to order anything from Unterland.
Yeah. Oh, and by the way, Rick and Morty fans, if I hear one more you complain about the time in between seasons, you can go screw, because it is a guaranteed 2 years between every Venture Brothers season.
Yeah, no,
it's worth it.
Long trek.
But oof.
Oh God, I haven't thought about the Venture Brothers in forever. Until
you have to go back.
Well, exactly. You forget about it. Yeah. It's like, oh shit.
That show's
That's
fantastic.
right, Mel Y. Purple Solo Cups. What's up, son? Baby T had a birthday. What? We gotta use it.
It was a My Little Brony, party too. So,
hell yeah. Well, we actually what was funny about that. So Mommy T made the invitations for the party, and she's looking at different templates that people have used before to kind of just get the idea of it. And she comes across and she goes, "Oh, that one looks okay." Then she looked closer, and I sent you guys this picture. It was a
I probably
kid's
didn't get it if you sent it.
It's a kid's invitation, and in the middle it says "My Little Brony" in the thing. But like at quick glance, you go, "Oh, that's My Little Pony." And this was a real invitation that got like sent out for this little 5-year-old
for Bobby T's
for a 5-year
for his 35th.
It was me.
Speaking of birthdays, mine is coming up, and I have vacation.
Someone is fishing for a gift.
Right. It's true, yeah. So donate to Patreon.
That would be patreon.com/5alive. There's nothing on it, but you can give us money.
It's gonna be fantastic. So I'm well, one, because I'm just super wiped out from work, like over the holiday season and everything like that. So I'm excited to actually have some time off to just be able to do whatever I want for that week that's going on. Because last year on my birthday, we were gonna go down to New Haven,
we were gonna have a good time,
I got ridiculously sick. Like it was very bad.
We were gonna go to a cigar bar.
Yeah.
And then we were gonna go hang out with Beavis on some street corner that he passed out on.
Yeah, exactly. Some random.
I got a call to pick his ass up from
Exactly.
3 o'clock in the morning.
He was like, "Dude, I know of this really cool place we can drink," and it was in some weird alley.
He's like,
dude, you just gotta get it out of this hose, but you can't bite it down.
It's like this is a homeless shelter. It's like,
dude, we're in a soup kitchen.
We've broken into a church. We need to talk.
He's like, dude, it's totally cool. Just put the beer in a paper bag, and you'll be good.
Now you gotta harass Yale students for money. You're like, stop. This is taking a bad turn.
Dude, you still know how to fucking party, bro. When did you get square?
Yeah, squares. Too good to get Chinese students up for money.
You guys grew up and sold out, man.
Dude, it's too good to smoke meth out of the light bulb all of a sudden. I just wanted a cheeseburger at Shake Shack. Oh, shit.
This is a better Shake Shack. Dude, we're eating out of a garbage can. And you're shaking it. Please stop.
Oh, boy. Sensitivity is not our strong suit. So let us use that as a segue.
Beavis, if you're watching this, please let us know you're okay, for real. I'm really worried about you at this point.
I've had your Christmas present here for 2 weeks and I haven't heard from you.
I'm sorry, do they play us in windows of the electronic stores in downtown New Haven?
Do they play this at the drunk tank of the New Haven Police Department? It's just playing in the corner. That's their interrogation tactic. Like, listen to these idiots talk about Funko Pops. So let's see.
And then just all of a sudden, like, I'll talk.
I can't talk about it any longer.
These dumbasses talking about these stupid, giant-headed.
Oh boy! All right. Whew, take a sip from the purple cups.
Speaking of Funko Pops, dude, they're up in their game, man.
Someone's got to.
Yeah. I think they've really come a long way from their roots where, just kind of, even this one, the Alexa Bliss, just kind of standing there versus like some of these newer ones that are coming out. I don't know if you guys saw the Jurassic Park ones, but they have announced the Jurassic Park line, and Dennis Nedry is going to have a can of Barbasol shaving cream with his figure. Alan Grant is going to have a raptor claw with his figure, and they're doing a pop ride with Sadler, Dr. Sadler, in the Jurassic Park Jeep. And I'm like, that's, in my opinion, is top-notch quality work.
Now, are Steven Spielberg rejecting the script for Jurassic World?
They could.
No. This is.
I'm not filming this. Get some second-rate jerk to do that.
You know what I'd really like to see? A pop of like Tom Hanks, and then just have like a bunch of Oscars, like just packaged like with his character. I think that'd be kind of funny.
Keep one in the bathroom. Just keep me humble.
So I actually, Chris had printed this out. I do have a huge list of the things coming up for like the next month or so, months. Yeah. Few months. So talking about the 8-bit pops, we did do a video talking about the pops that Crza has recently pre-sold and some of the stuff that's coming up. So stay tuned and subscribe to the channel for all of that.
Because you're gonna see all of the pops that I have bought.
Yeah. It's nuts.
I did pre-order another one, I'm sorry, that's the Gwen Stacy Venom crossover.
Yeah. And you're gonna pre-order that Howard the
Yes,
Duck
I will pre-order that.
So we have for the 8-bit pops, there's going to be a classic Batgirl, the horror alien. So the horror alien is going to come in a regular colorway. Then it's also going to come in a green splatter.
Yes, yeah,
the green bloody version.
Blood, yeah.
There's Freddy Krueger and then a Freddy Krueger exclusive. That's going to be the regular, was it red and green versus a orange and yellow sweater.
For Freddy Krueger, yes.
For Freddy Krueger. The NES is the original NES
yes,
game.
the NES game.
Same with the Jason
scheme.
Voorhees. There's a regular Voorhees, and then there's the purple and blue Voorhees.
Yep.
One of the really cool sets coming out, too, for the 8-bit, which is kind of weird the way they released this, but now we're going to get the 4 Ninja Turtles.
Yes.
They had released multiple colorways of the Foot Clan Ninja and the Shredder and all this, and now they're giving us, so they went a little backwards with that one.
These 8-bits don't do anything.
Some of them are cool. I like the Predator one that came in the mystery box. And speaking of the mystery boxes too, those are on sale at GameStop right now. I think they're what, $12.99. And they were originally $19.99 at Black Friday. So if you are, if you're a pop collector or even just like mystery boxes, head to your local GameStop and snag a few.
Just like mysteries.
And we actually opened a couple here on the show together.
Yep.
We ended up getting two Ryus,
some Joker socks.
The Joker socks.
And I got 3 of them, and then you got.
And I got one. Yep, I got the Predator.
So I did end up finding out the way that they shipped those was part of the issue. Like I guess they shipped all. So if you guys got one case at GameStop, they're
all the same.
It would all be the same one. And then the next box would be all the different one. So I was lucky enough that the guy who works the GameStop in my area, he was like, "All right, here, I'm gonna grab you one from here," and then he walked over to a different spot and grabbed like 2 other ones. And he's like, "These might gonna be a little bit different."
That's usually what my local GameStop did too. Is I think the managers there just grabbed a handful of random ones from each box and then just kind of set them up on a display, and then you could grab whichever one you wanted, everything like that. Yeah,
these were behind the he had them behind the counter. It was pretty nuts that day. It was Black Friday.
Yeah, of course.
So let's see, also on this, because there's a huge list, I'll stick to the pops, I guess, for the moment, because on this list too, I do want to go back. There's the AF designation, which is action figures. So there's a couple really cool Nendoroid and some Star Trek stuff.
Yeah, and speaking of action figures, I picked up a pretty cool one.
Yes, you did, most certainly.
That's right.
So what's actually great about this is I do have one of my running collections is a I love the 1994 Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, so I've got a full boxed collection of it. So it's awesome to see brand new crispy versions coming around too. I just absolutely.
I figured you already had this one anyway, but I thought
I have the '94 one, so it stays in like a case.
I thought this was kind of cool that they like packaged the package and everything like that. Like
it's very Japanese of them.
Exactly.
A package within a package.
But I mean, if you want to open it, you're more than welcome to. Yeah,
we might. I don't know. That's pretty.
It's yours.
Awesome.
I mean, it's yours. I bought it for you, so you do.
Pretty amazing. So let's see, there's a lot of Dorbs on this list.
That's one thing from Funko I never got into, the Dorbs. I don't know what it is. I think it's just maybe like the kind of dumpy look that they have on their face. Like they're all, smiling, and they kind of remind me of those Playmobil toys, like the little like fat ones that would just kind of...
No, okay, that's not Playmobil. You're talking about, those are...
Weebles?
No, little people. I think that's Fisher Price.
Maybe,
the Fisher Price guys.
Either way, they just kind of remind me of that
Funko
way too much.
actually did straight up those type figures that are like the wooden pegs with like the round head and the...
Yeah, I see those. They have those in places. Some of the Dorbs work well. Some of them don't. Like I picked up a Finn Dorb for a couple dollars at the local Walmart, and it works because of the type of character that Finn is. But I understand what you're saying. It doesn't really work for, like, Wolverine.
Yeah.
Yeah, sometimes it doesn't apply, but it looks really good for that, the one you just got.
Finn, yeah.
No. The one
for
that.
Ghost Rider.
The Ghost Rider.
Yeah.
Ghost Rider is really awesome. Sorry, guys, I am working on very little sleep right now, so I'm...
So that's what we're blaming it on?
That's what we're on. No, really.
So we're letting the dude who hasn't slept read? That's
it's all moving. So, actually, on here it just says Dorbs Avengers Infinity War and then 1 through 10. So there's actually no lineup.
Well,
no
either
name.
that or maybe it might be like an exclusive, and they
don't want to name anything.
they don't know,
or they haven't even figured it out.
Yeah, they don't know.
For instance,
you got to remember too. Funko numbers everything.
Yeah.
So it could just be Infinity War figure number 1.
It could, or I know they do that with like the San Diego Comic-Con pops. It'll say like pop SDCC number
I guess
17.
Maybe not to give it away because that would be a spoiler.
Yeah.
Okay.
Gizmo Duck is Target only.
Yes, and people are going absolutely nuts for Gizmo Duck. So put this down so I'll block my voice.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
So
we gotta hear what BobbyT has to say.
Seriously, he's just constantly with that.
Sure, I mean, all he's doing is really tagging anyway.
He's just sitting there reading, falling asleep. Just a piece of crap.
Stupid bastard.
So next up, now because you guys didn't talk to the microphone, it probably didn't pick up any of that.
That's okay.
So, anyways,
don't worry,
Rick and Morty.
He's so smug with his dumb sweater
and
his dumb face and his dumb...
We'll edit. I'll edit it.
You'll edit
just,
it.
I'll put subtitles going across.
Oh, yeah.
And then
Exactly.
Have you guys been watching any Cultaholic at all?
No.
Because they just did...
Are they stealing our bits? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, they did just start their first live wrestling show this week. Like, they're the first people to ever do it. And it's like, bro, we got like 40 episodes to show you. So,
this
so
is
anyways,
how it's done, son.
Exactly. The only difference between us and
it's
that...
shit, guys, though, for real. Like, I'm not going to say, like, oh, we're fucking great, because truthfully, there's 1,000 other better shows than us. But truth is, I watched that Cultaholic one, and I'm like, okay, this isn't good. These guys are definitely, they like to edit. There's definitely editing.
So live, they're no so good.
They're okay.
Yeah, they could just be those types of people that some people are better at just shooting off the cuff and being able to play off one another, and some people they need...
Lord knows I cannot do well on my own.
Oh, yeah. I mean, like...
I have some video that may have to go up on the Patreon of Martin by himself, and then afterward I'm going, because we'll give a little quick background story. Martin did a video, we did that Marvel Legends video. And I said, let's make it around like 10 minutes. You've got like 10 to 13 figures sitting in front of you. And Martin fires through this video and he's like, okay, good. What was that? Like I'm going to go, all right, 9.5 minutes. It's like, that was 2 minutes and 45 seconds. You just went, oh.
Yeah.
Can we refilm that, but like with another person in it, please?
I'm just not good on my own.
Yeah.
No, these guys aren't good live. They just don't have it.
Last night I did a one-on-one in the vampire game, and Jamie, aka Kitten Butt, who runs the game, she made me, with her NPC character, made me do YouTube videos, because that's what my character does in the game. Wherever he's like a burgeoning YouTube celebrity or whatever. So she was like, okay, the NPC that she was playing, she's like, all right, I need you to say this, or whatever, and we're gonna talk about this. So, and it was basically me doing this. I'd be like, all right, we're gonna do the countdown, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and then I said what I had to say. I was like, oh no, I messed up. That was horrible. I was like, all right, we're gonna do it again. And it was awesome. Yeah, it was probably there was maybe one thing that her NPC wanted me to do or whatever, and I probably had to go through what I wanted to say 3 or 4 times before I finally got it down pat.
So just normal.
It's just how we are
funny,
here
though,
and everything like that.
Mommy T had tried to do a video. Didn't try. She did. She has a couple other videos for their kid videos, and she's talking to the microphone, doing it and overdubbing, and you have to. So we film the video, then I add the music to it and stuff. Then I add all the effects, and then she would talk to the watch it and kind of give commentary of, oh, this is the color blue and whatnot. So she kept making mistakes. She's like getting mad. I'm like, you just have to go just stop, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and just go again. It's fine. Don't even worry about it. And I was like, we have videos where we'll go hey, we're BobbyT.
Exactly.
I forgot my own name.
There's actually one video, and I left it in when we were at the brewery, and I was like, and remember.
Oh yeah.
Chris is like, you bought it because you loved it. So it is really funny how you just kind of.
Yeah, my character had to have a couple different takes before he got the right thing down. And even I've made a few 40-second little clips on my own YouTube channel, under my account or whatever, uploaded for the game or whatever.
Could you grab me some?
Just talking about whatever my character is doing and everything like that.
No need for it.
And it's only like a 40-second long clip, and it's just like, hey, you know, this is what's going on, this is what I'm doing or whatever, and I'm taking part in this event, watch it or whatever. And it probably took me...
One of these has iocane powder in it.
He put it in both, so it wouldn't matter. And even that 140-second clip probably took me 6 tries to do, because like I just there was one time I think the cat just meowed like directly at me, like as like
we have a video that my dog was underneath the table and someone had knocked on the door or something happened upstairs, and me and Martin are in the middle of talking and the headphones come off of our head.
Nice.
The mixer goes shooting out. This is way back in the beginning. And yeah, he took like the whole wire rig.
Our notes
like,
go everywhere.
Oh,
everything, yeah, notes.
The
just
dog is like,
akimbo.
fuck your notes. Fuck your notes. And it's only 40 seconds. It's just 40 seconds of me saying a quick little blurb, and it took me.
It can, man.
Yeah,
but yeah, their show, I've been watching. It's okay, but it's the guy that they have hosting it is just. He's trying to put himself over. He's not trying to make a good
Botchamania
show.
guy?
I think it is.
Yeah.
I think it's the Botchamania guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's good on Botchamania, but in this case,
He doesn't do anything. All he does for Botchamania is just cut stuff together. Granted, he does an amazing job.
Awesome. I love it.
But
yeah,
he's not a personality.
No, personality-wise, he's definitely put himself over, and it's just not playing. And, but yeah, it's him, Jack the Jobber, and Ross. So
would you say he's a cult of personality?
So
I gotta go watch CM Punk videos. Thanks a lot.
You're welcome.
We got Rick and Morty Dorbs coming up. There's season 1. You got Morty, Meeseeks, Rick, Snowball, and a Snowball exclusive. It says FL. I don't know what that means.
I don't know what that means either. Yeah.
Fartlight.
Yeah, I mean, you make it seem like I work there or something, and
I just don't know what that. I don't know. Because you got to remember, a lot of this is the way it's written.
He didn't even say on that way.
You guys never want to talk about something like that, so I'm just going right past it. Don't be like, hey, here's something you can make fun of, or you can say, and then be like, afterwards, hey man, sit down.
Oh, I don't care. I think everybody already know, because you've already dropped.
But don't act like people watch our show and remember things. I don't remember the show the second it's over.
Yeah, but not, you know what, I'm not even going to do
What?
it. Nope.
Go for it, Mark.
Nope.
Get us the
Do the bird. Come on.
Nope.
So, let's see. We got. Oh, all right. That's good. Some new Kingdom Hearts figures. The Series 2. It's a Donald Goofy 2-pack, a Pete Chip and Dale, and a Roxas and a Soldier.
I did troll somebody pretty hard about Kingdom Hearts the other day. Yeah, it was fantastic.
Did you make them cry? Because most Kingdom Hearts people are like this close to crying.
It was pretty much because Rebecca was talking to someone about it, and she's like, yeah, Kingdom Hearts 3, and he's like, yeah, Kingdom Hearts 3. I'm like, no, the next Kingdom Hearts game that's coming out is the 2.9. And he was like, what, are you serious? I'm like, yeah, 2.9. I was like, don't you know it's going to 2.9, then 2.9.
I would have just sidled up to there we go.
2.9.2.
Yeah, exactly, yeah.
That's what he said. I'm going to go, yeah, Kingdom Hearts 3, it's never coming out.
Never.
Dude, if I were Square Enix,
it's been delayed again. They have to put in a Coco level.
Exactly. If I were Square Enix, I would get to Kingdom Hearts 3, and then I would release Kingdom Hearts 3.14, and then you have an infinite. Yeah, because just keep adding. Yep. Just keep adding the next number of pi down the line.
Mel Weiss saying he gave up years ago. He says Kingdom Hearts 3 is never going to come out. So
we should start a poll here on the show. Which one is going to come out first?
Oh, shit.
Kingdom Hearts 3 or the Final Fantasy VII remake? Yeah.
So
can I vote for the end of the world? Because I think that's happening first.
No, it's a poll. It's one or the other.
I actually I'm just kind of skimming through this, and something interesting just came up here. But so there's going to be some of the Stranger Things. There's the Stranger Things figures by McFarlane. There's going to be a Dustin and Lucas and a Demogorgon at $39.99. That thing is probably going to look really cool, but you'll go to move it and it'll snap
fall apart. It'll Garrett itself.
Yeah. But more to the fact, though, there's a figure. It's a Fallout 4-inch T45, T51, T60, and X1. the power
nice.
armors. These are the power armors I worked on.
Oh,
this is them.
Nice.
So
who's that being done by?
I don't know. I got that job.
That's when you're like, I don't know.
Yeah, I hold on. It's either I think it's just Toys International.
Okay, when are they coming out?
Has it here for February 1st, which is really fast that they turn those things around. But
so they're gonna come into the store and be like, dude, just toss those in the
they're
garbage.
Like they were
amateur.
So here's what's awesome.
They were sculpted by some dum dum.
Here's what. No, I painted.
No, they're painted by some dum dum.
So what's actually pretty awesome about these is they are Glios compatible.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
No, that
yes. So, man, we can take them apart and put them on Nuts and Slice, and Crza will just hang himself.
Do you guys just want me to just die? Is that what it is?
It's not that we want you to die. We want to be responsible.
Is that what it is? Is that, yeah.
I don't get this.
Right on the nose.
No, I'm being an asshole.
until just my heart is just squanched like completely.
Squanched.
Yeah, just
squanched my family.
Dude. Oh, that's interesting. So
isn't that interesting?
Well, you can reserve fingerlings.
Mm-hmm.
That's for being as much of a hot of a figure as it is, you can get them straight up here. So that's
I don't think anybody cares about fingerlings anymore because it's past the holidays.
It is past the holidays. That did die. I was actually today we were at Target and Mommy T said, "Why is there so many brand new toys that weren't on the shelf before Christmas?" And it's because this is how you sell toys. Mm-hmm. This is right now. It's it really is the method. You put out your new stuff in January. Mm-hmm. Maybe you give someone something new later on, but you drip out a little bit, and then later it comes out in full force. Then you sell through on Christmas, clearance out after Christmas, and put out the new stuff. Christmas is just to get rid of all the stuff. Yeah. Fingerlings have been on the shelf for a year before everyone realized, like, wait a minute, these are dumb as shit, and our kids want them. Yeah,
Fingerlings was this year's Hatchimals. That's all.
Yep.
And
that's all. Now Hatchimals
was last year's or 2 years ago's Furbies or whatever was popular. You know, it's just that's stupid stuff.
Let's see. Oh, there's a Magic and a Minecraft 8-ball. Magic 8-ball, in case you want to.
They're actually releasing some Minecraft pops too.
Oh shit! Pacific Rim models. Mm-hmm. Do you know anything about those? Have you heard? Because I don't know, Bandai. I know that when we were at New York Comic Con, what we had seen for Pacific Rim was through Diamond Select and through, SH Figure.
Yes.
So now it says Model Pacific Rim, but that could be at $24.99. That could be the Diamond Select.
The Diamond Select
that's kind of their price.
Yeah.
My beard got all tangled up. I don't know. Sorry. Yeah, it's just like I was like running my finger through it, and it like clumped up. Yeah, I don't know.
How much? You just looked at me like,
what's the price point on those Fallouts? On the Fallout stuff?
$9.99.
You are joking.
They are awesome.
All right, I am going to your.
I'm gonna have to buy them.
I'm going to the local game shop.
Yeah, no, I'm getting a set of those.
I'm gonna have to buy them just to burn them in front of you.
Go for it. Buy them. It's fine by me.
Just me.
Push them away derisively.
That's like the kind of people who are like, screw your football team. They go out and buy like a $3 jersey and burn it. They made fun of that in Kimmy Schmidt.
Exactly.
Like you want to make money? Here's how you do it. Get them to burn their stuff. All right, so going back into the pops, for Pop Animation, there's a Care Bears line coming. The DBZ, which is Future Trunks, Goku Black, Whis.
Yeah, Whis. He's the purple dude with the weird I
like that figure actually. I didn't know that was coming out until I started editing that video for you, and I was like, oh,
Whis.
Kind of like these.
Whis.
He's like what's his name? The dog guy.
Mr. Peanut Butter?
No, Jesus.
Beerus?
Yeah, Beerus. He's Beerus's like
I don't want.
Yeah, well, I'm going to tell you anyway. His his little sidekick, like his minion or whatever. So Beerus tells Whis to do stuff, and then
he looks. It's a really cool looking pop. I really like it.
So like when Vegeta and Goku need to train and like learn how to move super fast, Whis trains against him because he's like a god and he can move all. He can move all. Like, and then, when they need to go back in time, Whis creates
as Crza just destroys the channel. Everyone is like,
I've literally heard 3 people commit suicide while you were talking.
No way. There, dude,
the
three
chat,
people
no less.
three people have subscribed because they're like, I want to hear Crza talk about Dragon Ball Super.
That's it, guys. Do like, share, and subscribe. And actually, quickly before we get back into this list, we'll pull out some toys. I found some stuff while cleaning out the arcade today,
nice.
so some really cool little things that we could probably talk
Ooh,
about.
what you got?
But we have the statue. We're doing the giveaway. When we sell it, or when we hit 200, I'm sorry, not when we sell it. When we win that award, or when we hit 200, whichever one comes first, we will be giving away that statue to someone who lives in the 48 United States. If you contiguous United States, if you live in Hawaii or Alaska, guys, I'm sorry, it's just way too expensive.
Well,
if they want
to give us, if they can give us money,
if you want to pay for the shipping, we will ship it to you. But this is a quite expensive statue made by Pop Culture Shock Toys. You can check it out in their warehouse. We are giving it away though. So, but remember, you do have to be subscribed for that. And when we do announce it, the way we're going to do this is the way we did our giveaway last time. I think it worked well. Whoever is on and in the chat, if you are a subscriber, you are in the chat, you will be immediately put into the drawing that night, and we'll just live draw it right here on one of those little digital spinny wheels, basically. Awesome ass statue, and then we can get that dope ass RoboCop in there.
Very cool.
Oh man, that thing. So all right, now jumping back into this, we did the animation. Five Nights at Freddy's. There is going to be twisted versions. I don't know. I'm not familiar with the game enough.
I don't care. My son
yes,
loves it.
You do care.
Exactly.
I don't know.
Because there is a Foxy right there on the list.
Just because he cares, don't mean I care.
Pre-order him the Foxy. He did not know that it was a thing coming.
No, please don't do that.
Dude, I'm just gonna buy every Five Nights at Freddy's stuff.
He's already got me.
3 weeks.
He's already got a Foxy.
Yeah.
He's done.
No, he needs another one.
No, he does not.
We have a bunch of plushies at the store too.
I'm
I'll
sure.
buy them, and
I'm sure he'll love them.
Yeah.
So there's some
like I don't already get enough phone calls from home. Phone calls home from his school.
So there's a lot of Disney and a lot of game ones coming out this year for the Pops. We got Hercules being Baby Hercules, Hades, Hercules, Adult, Meg and Phil.
What about
they're also doing
Monsters Inc. is also in here. Got Boo, Roz, Sully, and Harryhausen.
They're also doing a Pop ride with Hercules and Pegasus.
Nice. That's awesome.
What about, go ahead.
Yeah.
Go. No,
nobody cares.
You're just gonna make an ill-fated joke. We're just gonna go.
Yeah, exactly.
Back to the list. So we got Nightmare Before Christmas, Lock, Shock, and Barrel are gonna be a set. It would be really cool if they did a rides of that.
And barrel.
Lock, Shock, and Barrel.
I think it's Lock, Shock, and Barrel.
They go around in a bathtub in like a
I haven't
bathtub.
seen that movie.
That'd be a really cool rides version.
Yeah, that would be.
It'd be really big. It'd be probably $50, but. Because you'd have 3 Pops and then like this big
big tub.
So there is a Chewbacca, and it says here an AT-AT. That is wrong. It is not an AT-AT. That is an ATST. So I saw it in the video, and I'm like, what the hell?
That is an AT.
That is an AT.
Also, Chewbacca would never ride inside of
He's a
it
scout
because he has a problem with being inside enclosed spaces. The only reason he enjoys the Millennium Falcon is he has an open window that he can see outside.
Yeah, but the ATST has the open
Wookiees are known to have problems with enclosed spaces. It's in the expanded universe.
But the expanded universe doesn't count anymore.
We have Cuphead ones coming out. Cuphead Pops also.
Yep. There's also going to be some Cuphead plushes as well, more for Martin's child.
Okay.
Again, anytime he sees Cuphead, he says, "Oh, Cuphead, Bugman."
There you go.
Yeah.
Your wife is going to hate me and all the stuff.
Already done. For different reasons.
Yeah, exactly.
So
because she didn't marry me, that's what it is.
It's just stuck with you. She's just like she looks at you and looks at me and then just shakes her head. And just starts like a signal tear.
Yeah, exactly.
She's like, the choices I should have made.
So we have it in that new Marvel game, COC. What was it?
Contest of Champions.
Yeah.
So
it's Civil Warrior.
Yep. It's a Civil Warrior. It's a Captain. No, it's a Captain America. It's a Captain America, but it kind of like an android Captain America type thing.
Okay.
We got Guillotine.
Guillotine was a character made specifically for the game.
Howard the Duck, King Groot.
Yeah, Howard the Duck is in a mech suit and looks badass, and I want it.
Yeah, we saw it there, and I'm like, that kind of looks like the Mighty Duck show.
Yeah.
The Mighty
Ducks.
Ducks.
Definitely.
King
Alien anthropomorphic duck hockey team.
Let's not talk about that. Let's talk about the awesomeness of Howard Duck and the mech suit.
So
Stop ruining it for me.
And then there's Venom Pool, and then there's an exclusive for that.
Yeah,
Venom
and
Pool.
King Groot is basically just like a Treebeard like version of Groot.
Let's see what else. There's Minecraft, Overwatch.
I think they're doing some baseball ones too, some MLB.
Yeah, that's
and they just announced soccer ones as well,
Avengers.
or football ones.
MLB for anyone who well, they're gonna be. It's in here. I know those are in here. So for the baseball ones, Aaron Judge, Rizzo, Harper, Posey, Chris Sale, Clayton Kershaw, Francisco Lindor, Giancarlo Stanton. I wonder if he'll be a Yankee or if he'll be a Yankee.
It's close
Hopefully,
enough.
yeah. I hope time-wise they had the time to get it in there.
He'll be a Yankee.
Let's see, Altuve,
They could do
Chris
a chase
Bryant.
variant of him in the Marlins
Even
outfit.
better, how about this? Just
an
an outfit with a dollar sign.
Like
a goddamn mercenary.
So he would be a baseball. No, he didn't go to the Red Sox.
It's not his fault that his team.
Martin
It's
forgets.
not his fault that his team has
Salty.
Has
Again.
Derek Jeter on its payroll. That's not his fault.
It's not.
It's not. How is that his
Complete
fault?
horseshit.
Yeah. So wait, John.
Yeah.
So you're saying to me that Stanton went to Derek Jeter and was like, "Hey, buy the Marlins."
No,
so
what
that
I'm
you
saying
can...
is Derek Jeter bought the Marlins and was like, "Hey, Yankees, you want one of the best hitters in baseball?"
It's fine. Pick up his gigantic contract
Yeah,
that we owe
exactly.
money on that we can't afford anymore.
Yeah,
It's a
and
phenomenal
help
deal.
me kill baseball in Miami for the next 10 years.
Help you.
That won't be. Like it mattered originally. Like they've been good for a few years. This isn't. The Marlins do this every time they win a championship. In '97,
that's a terrible
they
thing.
clean house.
Why are we accepting it?
Hey, it's their style.
That's like saying, slavery is an awful thing, but it's what happens.
Slavery and professional baseball are not remotely the same thing, and not even close. So
I just like to say as a disclaimer, Martin's
fucking
sayings
asshole.
does not reflect the opinions
So this is what
of
we call
5Alive.
This is what we call a what's the word? I was to say false name, but that's not correct. Why did I just forget the word?
Because you're dumb. Anyways.
False equivalency.
Yeah.
Slavery and professional baseball, not the same thing. So Chris Bryant, Max Scherzer, Trout, Mookie Betts, who kind of, it's funny, there was this one crop of players probably like 4 or 5 years ago that all just like at the same time, and I don't feel like there's really been much else in the meantime. Noah Syndergaard, Robinson Cano, Will Myers, and Molina, Masters of the Universe. Did you pre-order any of those? I know you were a fan.
I did not.
What did you get when we got vinyls? Was that Thundercats?
I bought Thundercats.
That wasn't the Masters of the Universe?
I bought
No, that was
Thundercats, yeah.
All right, because I saw Masters at maybe Toys R Us.
Yeah, I was a He-Man fan when I was a kid, but it hasn't really held up for me, I guess. I mean,
I went to go back and watch it.
Yeah.
It is miserable.
Yeah.
And Mommy T was telling me that she was afraid of Skeletor as a kid. And I was like, I think you need to watch He-Man again as an adult.
Yeah.
Because you're not afraid of a guy going, yes!
After watching Robot Chicken and having Skeletor say it's common courtesy over and over again, I can't take him serious as a villain. Yeah. So every time I see that, I'm just like, it's common courtesy.
So let's see, did either of you watch Bright yet?
No.
It's got such mixed reviews.
Yeah.
Because I hear from some people that it was terrible, and then other people saw it and they're like, no, it was pretty good. Is it good because you thought it was going to be terrible?
I hear from some people it's terrible, and then I hear from other people that it's written by a sex criminal. So,
so it's two things. Okay, all right.
I'm pretty sure Mal and I think Mal and Kitten Butt watched Bright. So if they're still on the feed or whatever, they can let us know what they thought of it.
Basically, what's happening with this whole sexual harassment thing is they have business on a lot of people, and when something comes out that is going to put their name into the news, that's when they drop it.
Gotcha.
So when Bright came out, Max Landis' name was out there, so then they dropped it.
Yeah. Gotcha. So Mal saying he loved it. and he says he feels people wanted to hate it. So, yeah, I don't know. I mean, Will Smith is polarizing because of that.
Yeah.
But
I know it's already got
a sequel.
Yep,
like
exactly.
Immediately.
Well, but that's Netflix. Netflix is just like anything that puts a blip on the cultural radar.
3 seasons.
Right? No, exactly. Anything that puts a blip on the cultural radar, they're throwing money at it.
It's working.
Yeah,
it's worked.
What is it? Yeah, they announced the football or the soccer pops. They're just English Premier League teams that I saw so far. Chelsea, Liverpool, and Manchester United. I didn't see anything else. But
nobody that I care about.
Yeah. I mean, I don't watch Premier League.
So
anytime I do watch Premier League, it's mostly just to watch a game.
So Martin, you'll be interested to hear these. Danny Zuko and Sandra D they're getting grease pops. They have
Why would I be interested
all of the amount we've talked about her. Please tell me how much you hate her so how do you want to dress up? Just all Sandra D stuff?
Yeah, that's fine. You do that.
No.
We just want
look
to see
like idiots. How is that affecting me?
Because for some reason you will get mad about it.
Oh no, you made me mad. Congratulations.
Yeah, that's
you won
like being like, oh man, I took a breath. I took a breath today. I woke up today.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, so there's going to be some Ready Player One pops. That's to be expected. I really hope they make action figures of them because they've moved away from the 5-point of articulation style of action figure at Funko that when Super 7 was with them, and they've moved on to that new style that they have where it's a little more articulated.
Like Rick and Morty, yeah.
Yeah, well, there's the Rick and Morty, which is their 5-inch line, and then there's the others like the Stranger Things. That we got. There was the 3-pack.
Yeah, I haven't seen those. I haven't even seen those out of the package yet, so I don't know what their articulation is.
They're knee, elbow, shoulder, hips. So it's
very similar.
It's like 10.
No, okay. Yeah, it's very similar to Rick and Morty, to be honest.
But they're the little one. They're
a bit
3
smaller.
3/4. Yeah. They're not.
They're more.
They're more GI Joe.
GI Joe, exactly. Yep.
So hold on, let's see. I'm trying to Max. He's saying, to be fair, I like Max Landis, which is Mal Y.
I do
used to
too.
watch him on movie fights.
Yeah, I like Max Landis too as well. He's actually a huge wrestling fan. He did an awesome video chronicling why Triple H is one of the greatest wrestling characters ever. It's called Wrestling Isn't Wrestling. That having been said, in this world that we currently live in, you have to kind of take things with a grain of salt because there's a lot of bad people out there. Just because Bill Cosby was hilarious at one point doesn't stop the fact that he is a goddamn sex criminal.
So, allegedly.
Yes, I apologize.
Let me just.
Don't roll your eyes so hard they fall out of your head.
Just roll my eyes and fall out of my chair. Sorry, this happens. Oh shit! There's Tommy Boy ones coming out.
Yeah, they did. Yeah, I saw them announce those as well.
Okay, I'm not gonna make that joke. We'll move on. There's a Kurt Cobain pop.
Okay.
We're just gonna leave that low hanging fruit.
Actually, who knows? Because I think
they're
Funko, they're getting sued by Gibson for using the instruments and the pops and everything like that, the instrument shapes. Yep.
So for those rides, there's
Quiet boy, you want to get sued?
There's going to be a Sean Connery and an Aston Martin.
Yes, that looks pretty cool too.
The Night King on the Dragon,
which I pre-ordered.
Mad Max Rick.
Yeah,
that's pretty cool. I like that. That was I love that episode.
By the way, that's one of my son's favorite phrases now. That's pretty cool. And anytime he sees something he enjoys, he's like, "Look, Dad, Cuphead, Mugman. That's pretty cool."
Yeah. He watches our show.
Yeah, exactly.
Let's see. For the Game of Thrones pops, there will be Daenerys at Dragonstone, Davos Seaworth, Daenerys in a white coat. They're going to use the hell out of that tooling, apparently. And then Beyond the Snow, John Wall. There's going to be a Mr. Bean. Pee-wee's Cherry and Terry. That's kind of funny.
Yeah, there's so much.
I haven't actually even seen what those would look like, I guess. And would it be in the 6-inch scale? Like, technically in the bigger box? Because it's got to be a
Think about, it's an individual SKU, right? That would be a good 2-pack.
So it would be a big one.
That would have been a nice 2-pack. I don't know.
Or a rides version.
Yeah.
Or even Pee-wee with the scooter would have been a really good rides version. Jake the Snake and Shawn Michaels. So who cares?
Yeah.
Jurassic Park.
ooh, does the Shawn Michaels come all doped up on drugs
and
then
complain about he lost his smile, Shawn Michaels.
When you touch it, it falls across the table in a spectacular fashion.
Dude, the Hulk Hogan, just real quick, speaking of scumbaggy people, Hulk Hogan versus Shawn Michaels match, still one of the funniest wrestling matches of all time.
Just
way oversold by Shawn Michaels to the point of Hulk Hogan just like throwing his hands up in the air and saying "fuck this."
Exactly.
Nice. I don't think I've ever watched.
It's worth it.
It's ridiculous. Yeah. It's so ridiculous that at the end you're like, I can't hate either of these people because they're just that ridiculous.
Yeah. What it is Michaels was basically mad that Hogan, as always, goes over, and Michaels did not like it, so he said, "Oh, you want me to put you over, Hogan? No problem."
Nice.
And he oversold everything to the nth degree, to the point where Hogan has him in the corner and he's laying over the turnbuckle, and he gets kicked. Hogan kicks Michaels in the stomach, and Michaels shoots like 5 feet off of the thing.
That's awesome.
Every time he gets he punches him, Hogan punches him, and he goes clear across the ring. It was like, and he really embarrassed Hogan.
He sells everything like The Rock sold the Stunner.
Oh God, Rock with that pop up and straight up in the air. Still the best sale. Who did the? I think that might have been The Rock, who took the Stunner and then was up on top of his head, and then fell down. Did a full.
Sure,
I don't know. I do kind of like the Vince McMahon sell of the Stunner, where he'd be on the mat and just the worst.
He just falls like a sack of pudding,
and then he'd just be like.
I just watched an OSW review that had a China match on it, and they did an angle where she supposedly got hurt, and it was kind of selling the and it's just that's not cool, man.
So there is on here those vinyl figures that we were talking about, the pop alternative, I guess. These seem to be coming out in 2-packs across the board. I haven't seen them individually yet. We have here the 11 and Barb and Dustin and Lucas, but there still isn't a Mike and Will 2-pack, which I'm assuming will be coming.
I just don't get why they put 11 and Barb together.
Why is that not Mike? Or at the very least, the Sheriff Cooper.
Yeah.
It could be so many.
Hopper. Yeah.
Hopper.
Yeah, why isn't Hopper?
It could be anyone but Barb.
I guess it's just because Barb was in the Upside Down,
No,
that was my reasoning. That I was like, let me make sense of this fucking nonsense, and that was that.
Apparently Martin doesn't want you to do that.
No, just don't. So there's a Harley Joker 2-pack. There's a Hagrid and Harry Potter, a Hellboy 2-pack, which will be interesting because I don't know who the other.
Yeah.
Would either be Hellboy.
Maybe Liz
or Abe.
I'm hoping for Abe Sapien
yeah.
would be, or Rasputin.
Yeah.
Would be amazing. And then Pennywise and Georgie are the last. So go on to action figures. We'll just fire through because it's kind of a short list. There's the SH Figure Arts Goku Black and Kid Goku, along with the Vegito, Super Saiyan Vegito. That's from
Vegito,
DBZ.
Yeah.
You want to go on for an hour?
Yeah, well, Vegito? So Vegito is a.
Let me just get to tagging.
Vegito is 2 characters formed into one.
Wow, so they did a hybrid dance.
Yeah, exactly.
Is that the one that's got the black hair in the middle and the purple hair on the sides?
I think so. I'm not 100% sure. Yeah, I don't remember. But yeah, so it's Vegeta, and then I don't know who the other one is for that.
Cheeto, Chester's
exactly. So then you have to. There's 2 different ways that you can fuse in Dragon Ball Z. Yes, you can do the dance where you have to put you go like that, and then you have to touch.
Don't do it, and then we all of a sudden the 3 of us fuse, and I'm like, what?
Then there's the earring method where one person wears one earring, and then the other one wears the other.
So it's
and exactly.
BFFs.
Exactly. and then they fuse together. So there's multiple ways to get
effective.
There are multiple ways to combine
I know how
characters.
people feel when I start talking about wrestling now. I totally get it.
Good. I'm glad. I'm glad you can be empathetic now to other people's plights.
He still can't. He's gonna be so Finn Balor.
Because I'm gonna keep talking about it. I already had this conversation with Rebecca when she was talking to me about how she wished people when she posted stuff on Tumblr that people cared about it, and I was like, oh dude, I talk about,
and that's her first mistake.
Yeah, that's her on Tumblr.
You gotta talk about the things you like.
Yeah,
people join you, they join.
Yeah, exactly. And I'm like, listen, I was like, I am on a show and I talk about whatever random nerdy stuff I want, and I was like, I know the other two people that are part of the show don't care about it, but you know what I do? I talk about it anyway.
I care about most of it.
Yeah, but I do
honestly,
it anyway.
I beat you guys at soccer.
Yeah,
that's where I just never.
But
really...
I'm like, it's just sheer force of personality. I will plow through it. You can look at me with your dead eyes across the table, and I will continue to talk about it until I'm done. Until I've said what I've had to say and gotten my piece out, and then we can move on.
Is this what it's like for an only child?
I have a sister. Yeah, I've got an older sister.
Yeah. Because if I tried that, I'd just get beaten up. They were like, no one wants to listen to your crap. Smack.
Yeah, I mean, my sister bullied me a little bit when I was a kid because, I was younger. But once I became like 12, 13-ish, she couldn't do that anymore. So then she had to listen to everything I had to say. And then,
So, one of the things I actually did recently watch, on Patreon, I donate to OSW Review.
Mm-hmm.
The $5 a month level, you get a lot of extra footage, a lot of deleted scenes and movie reviews and stuff. And one of them was to watch V1 versus OOC in a game of FIFA, because they love playing FIFA against the. They have a Twitch channel. I don't know what it is, but they got to see it through the Patreon. They played Bayern Munich versus Bayern Munich versus Bayern Munich. Like,
that's
so it was like one jersey set versus the other.
Yeah.
And I'm watching them going, is it the same team? Because I don't know what the hell's going on. I just want to hear these guys' commentary. And I'm like, wait a minute. They're
was all drugged up and he's watching.
Yeah, I'm like, what the fuck? I was in like a night, like it felt like a NyQuil haze where you wake up at 2 a.m. and like, what's going on? Like, I'm watching them like, but wait, it's the same names on both sides. What the hell am I seeing right now? So, and then like the names are like super German, so like I really don't know any of them. Yeah, it's like this could just be the Jones of
that's how we would always determine who was better between my brother and myself when it came to Madden. Is we would just choose the same team.
Yep.
Yeah, that's actually why they did it. It was to say there's no advantage for anybody. So, what are you playing? We'll go to Martin.
Yeah. I'm still playing a lot of NBA 2K18. I'm really having fun with that, although the cutscenes are the worst because they're trying to tell you your story, and my story is I'm a DJ.
Oh, sweet.
Who
did you get to pick like what your story was? Or
no, it's just laid out for you. And I got to play street ball. And then a street ball tournament, and then I got a tryout with the NBA team, and you choose the team. So I chose the Celtics. So now I'm on the Celtics, and I'm playing a little bit, but then they have, like, little interactions between, so they have interactions with the security guard, and, like, the guys, and it's just, like, the worst voice acting.
I would never talk to a security guard.
Right, and that's the thing, it's, like, the worst, and then, like, I get a phone call from an NBA player, and it's, like, hey, do you want to be friends with this guy? And I'm like, no. Like, LeVar Ball called me, I'm like, no, I don't want to be friends with him.
Thank you very much.
I wouldn't even take that phone call. I'd be like, screw you, you monster.
Yeah, you got my big baller brand shoe.
And no, and that was it. He's like, because I signed a deal with Adidas, and they're like, he's like, you need to be a big baller brand. I'm like, no, screw you and your terrible Chinese knockoff.
That he's part of
anything,
that he's in the NBA game, just
monster.
That makes me.
Every time I see him, I'm like, this guy is just a self-promotion machine that doesn't realize that most people just want him to leave.
Yeah.
Like, we're laughing at your joke because eventually you're going to leave but if we don't laugh, you're going to keep going for the next joke, which is just him taking off his shirt and making weird faces.
Well, no, the next joke is he already pulled the next joke, which is his other two kids, he pulled them out of college, and now they're playing professional ball over in Lithuania.
And I remember the first team they went to, they're like, no way, you're just the lightning rod.
Because they stole things over in China and had to have the president
actually,
bail them out.
I think the other brother wasn't at UCLA.
No, he wasn't. He was
going to. Yeah,
he was committed, and they were like, he pulled them out of there.
Terrible.
Yeah, no, not a good idea. Not a good idea. But
hey, you know what's not going to get you ready for the NBA? Playing in Lithuania.
Not even that, but I mean, like you're not only are you damaging your children's development in the sport, like physically, but you're also mentally.
Oh, those kids are damaged.
It's just you pull them out of college and you're
basically TV set enough.
Yeah, you're basically giving destroying any kind of
normal life they might
have. Yeah, exactly.
No, that
or
episode
even
of Miss
chance
TV
for, like,
said everything that needed
you
to
know.
be said.
Yeah.
So I have not actually been playing much. I really wish I had. I'm trying to get things under order, which is incredibly hard here. So, Crza, what are you playing?
I've been playing Super Mario Galaxy on my Switch. I've been playing a lot of Ascension 2 on my phone. We've all been kind of in that.
Yeah,
phase,
that's if I play Ascension, if I've got that.
And then I've been playing this new game. I don't know if you've heard of it yet.
Okay.
So it's a pretty immersive game, sci-fi, futuristic setting.
Okay.
You get to play as a pilot, and you level up by playing the game. And there's perks that you unlock and other weapons and stuff like that.
Is this Call of Duty?
No.
It sounds familiar.
It's much more better. It's better than Call of Duty. Yeah.
Oh,
there's
there's
a renewed sense of storytelling in this game.
Nice.
They're redefining the shooter genre in this game.
Shooter. That's
yes, exactly.
Cool. Okay.
Yeah. So
and you're a pilot.
You're a pilot. Yeah.
So what do you pilot?
Well, you don't really. It's kind of like this. I don't know. It's kind of hard to explain, but it comes down from the sky and it lands in the middle of the map. And then
you son of a bitch!
You mother.
It's called Titanfall. Titanfall 2. Have you ever?
I hate you so much.
You weren't driving your mother's car. I would key it right now.
It's true.
I'm keying your mother's car.
Christopher,
Titanfall 2.
Christopher, what is Titanfall? What does the side of my car say Titanfall 2, son?
But speaking of gaming, though, have you heard of about the Nintendo Direct?
No.
Anything? So there was a Nintendo Direct earlier this week announcing some new games for the Switch that are going to be coming out. They're doing a re-release of Donkey Kong Tropical Freeze, which was on the Wii U. They're
doing a re-release because no one played it.
Yeah, exactly. Actually, the Tropical Freeze game was a very good game on the Wii U.
Not saying it wasn't good.
It's just not a lot of people played it. It was on the Wii U. What else? Oh, Dark Souls. They're re-releasing Dark Souls, which is going to be on the Xbox One.
They're
and the PS4
remastering
as well.
Xbox.
But it's going to be on the Switch as well.
Mm-hmm.
Some new outfits and stuff for Mario for Odyssey. I think there's going to be some new DLC updates for. I can't remember what it was, but there's.
So wait, you said earlier you're playing Super Mario Galaxy.
Super Mario Odyssey.
You're playing Odyssey,
yeah,
not
did I
Galaxy.
say Galaxy?
Okay,
I meant Odyssey.
So I'm like, did you go old school? You went back?
But so there is going to be some new stuff for the Switch and some new DLC content for some of the Switch games and everything like that. Like I said, this Direct was earlier in the week. And the Bayonetta 1 and 2 2-pack is going to be released on the Switch as well. And I know they are working on Bayonetta 3 at some point as well. I don't think there's a date yet for that. But so there's some stuff around the corner for Nintendo, more releases and everything like that. I think that's pretty cool.
Monster Hunter World announced they are not doing microtransactions at all.
That's
no
good.
loot boxes, no nothing. So I don't know. I've never played any of the Monster Hunters. They look gorgeous, but they've always seemed very Japanese to me. And
well, yeah, they are.
I mean, there's Japanese, and then there's like inscrutable, and that always seemed inscrutable to me. But again, I could be wrong.
Sense.
Yeah,
that makes sense.
I played a few on the 3DS, which I had a blast playing. So I don't know. We'll have to see. I don't know.
Mal Wise is a fan of Monster Hunter. He says it's a grind fest.
Yeah, and then I won't.
But if you don't like the grind,
I won't like it because I hate grind fests.
I
mean, it's what made me stop playing Destiny. It's why I've never finished a JRPG. It's just not my cup of tea.
I wonder if Dunder digitally pre-ordered, because if he did, then I'll have it on my Xbox. So,
yeah, I know a couple of our friends were talking about it and they were going to pick it up, but I'm not in on that at all. That's why I don't play. It's why I stopped playing. Damn it, I can't even think. That dumb Epic game.
Fortnite.
Fortnite, yeah. That's why I stopped playing Fortnite, because it's just the same thing over and over again. And I'm all set with that.
Yeah, no, I don't play any of that stuff. So it's when I see people complaining about stuff like Destiny and stuff, I go, well, it's still actively being played
Right,
by people.
yeah.
And then you go to those boards and it's just those people complaining about the game, and you go, there's like a lot of other games out there.
Yeah, that's the thing. It's like, and again, I'm a horrendous hypocrite because I play Battlefield, and that's essentially the same thing over and over. But there's always different results, and I see some. I see some advancement for my efforts, which I appreciate.
The thing about Battlefield, though, is that you're playing with different people all the time, and like against different people all the time, and with us playing multiplayer and everything like that. But you don't. If you stop playing Battlefield for a week or 2 weeks or a month or whatever, you can go back to playing Battlefield and still play Battlefield.
Also, if I stop playing Battlefield for a month and I go back, they don't invalidate everything I've ever done
exactly.
by bringing in a new currency.
Yeah, and that's the thing. Like, so if you stop playing Destiny or Destiny 2 or like the Division or any of those types of games, if you stop playing for even like a few days, you're already behind behind the 8 ball and everything like that. So at least with Battlefield, you can. What happened? Oh, I don't know. You started like packing everything up. So
No.
But at least with Battlefield, you can take that time off and play other games and do other stuff or whatever. Because that happened to me with Final Fantasy 11. I got so wrapped up in the grind of Final Fantasy 11 and doing the end game stuff, Sky, Sea, Dynamis, and Limbus and all that stuff, and it got to the point where it's like I couldn't play other games because if I did, you
would lose. And it was the same thing with Fantasy Star. Yep. That's what happened with Fantasy Star.
I can't tell you how many games I did not play on the 360 because of Final Fantasy. Oh, sorry. Because of Final Fantasy. Like, I never played the Mass Effect games.
Me either.
I never played. I never played the Gears games. Although I did play the Gears Ultimate Edition on the Xbox One, but I never played 1, 2, or 3 when they originally came out.
Happy to play through those again.
Yeah, I was always
same thing with Mass Effect. I can't. Mass Effect's my favorite, one of my favorite series. So both 1 and 2 are amazing. 3 has its moments.
Yeah, I just was so locked into Final Fantasy.
I was looking at like upcoming stuff and what's coming out, what I'm looking forward to. There really is nothing till Red Dead.
Far Cry 5 looks interesting.
Far Cry 5 looks interesting, but like all the Far Cry, like I have Far Cry 4 and Far Cry Primal on my Xbox right now, and I'm not playing them. So I know that's what will happen with Far Cry 5. I'll play it initially and then never go back to it. It's $20, that's when I'll pick it up.
I'm looking forward to.
I'm selling this. Take this off.
Okay.
I'm looking forward to God of War 4.
Okay.
I am looking forward to God of War 4.
That does look pretty good. Those are always fun.
Yeah.
We've talked about this before. I love that first one. I went absolute, like, kind of wish I had a camera rolling for a reaction video because I was that guy who was like, because that game just did it for me. But so of the things that I found while kind of going through the arcade this last couple days,
some hidden gems.
This isn't even a hidden gem. It's just still awesome. I absolutely
you just bring it up every time.
I do. It's so cool, man. It's such an amazing figure.
Yeah.
Also, I had bought both of the Pokemon, the Sun and Moon, back when they came out, and then they got like kind of just lost. They got put into a corner, and I just kind of moved on without thinking. Found them both.
Nice.
So, which is funny because really I started playing Sun. The Moon isn't even opened yet. Like it's
again never played.
I'm not a Pokemon guy either.
Pokemon.
My niece is a Pokemon freak though, so I buy a ton of Pokemon stuff.
So this was awesome. This was $4 on Amazon.
Nice.
I picked it up for the same thing. I got it
3D Blu-ray of Judge Dredd, and it comes with of Dredd. I'm sorry, not Judge Dredd. Comes with the Blu-ray, a digital copy, the ultraviolet version, and then a 3D version also. All
now,
in one
the
disc.
ultraviolet version, is it just the movie Dredd with the
the ultraviolet movie?
With a small thing of ultraviolet in the
Mila
corner?
Jovovich.
They play at the same time.
Oh, that's terrible.
Yeah, no, it's a really
Dredd
bad
is
movie.
such a damn goddamn good movie.
So, this is the Agent Venom.
Which I thought was that's
pretty cool.
awesome.
That was a exclusive for Walgreens.
Nice.
This actually had come out a couple of years back, and I was going up to Maine, so I was checking like every Walgreens that we were driving on the way up.
That's awesome.
I'm sure your wife loved that.
She actually,
Walgreens, I gotta stop.
this is before the baby too, and I think she was pregnant. So truthfully, I don't think she really cared. She's like, okay, good, I can go to the bathroom. So, this is the Star Wars box I'll be opening up actually pretty soon. There's a little issues with this Star Wars DX there, Loot Crate, you bunch of bastards. All right, so this is actually interesting. It's Star Wars Settlers of Catan.
Oh, nice.
Star Trek Settlers.
I'm sorry, it's Trek. We got this as a gift. I opened it up, popped the things off the card, and then we never got to play.
Oh, man.
And it kept, every week, it kept getting pushed off and pushed off. And then I went on eBay and saw how much this thing sells for in this condition, and I think it's going on eBay.
Oh, wow.
It really is a nice looking game, though. The ship pieces are really nice. Ton of loose stuff, which I probably should have popped out earlier in the show. I was telling Crza about some of the posing things that you can get by Bandai and Figure Arts and everything. This was called the Trident.
BobbyT is selling me hard on figure arts.
It's gonna happen,
dude. I can't tell you how many texts I get of pictures of DBZ figure arts, and he's like, "Dude, look at this one. Look at it, dude. It's so cool." And I'm like, "Yeah, dude, it's cool. Like, I get it."
Here's what's see. Now the problem is that Crza cannot buy one. Exactly. Now, even if he's gonna have the money in one hand and the figure in the other, and he's gonna be like, shit, I can't do this.
And then he's like, no, he wins.
Or,
he wins.
Yeah, he can't win. Or it's going to go the other route, and you're going to be like me when I was a kid and couldn't admit that I liked toys.
It's going to be in my closet.
You're going to have the closet, you're going to open it up, and there's going to be like this amazing just figure arts everything.
Yeah, he hasn't seen my Amazon wish list of all the.
Yeah, exactly. He's like, his name is not your real name.
Exactly.
So it's just like the John Smith list.
It's this Chris.
Yeah, it's Drizza.
Yeah.
So
no, that's too close to Drizza.
Yeah, I would never do that either.
So
BobbyT's like, man, this guy's got a really awesome wish list of figures. And I'm like, I gotta talk to this dude. He's a super fan.
So yeah, we go back and forth. You not knowing who I am.
Exactly.
You're like, check out. I'm on this podcast. I can't let this guy know that I'm on.
Well, yeah. Every time I call BobbyT over the phone to discuss my wish list, I change my voice. I use a voice modulator. Yeah. So
no, he goes, hello, Crza. So
BobbyT's like, I got this hot chick on the line. She's super into figure.
So of these,
and she's got a bitchin' beard.
What's actually pretty cool about these is that this is called the Trident, and it does come with another piece that I actually can't find it. It sticks off of here, and then 3 arms will stick off of it.
Yeah.
So that if you want to do like a crazy pose of like if you're doing DBZ. You have the 3-way fights and stuff. You can really pose these things up for that. There's also the effects packs, which I just found also, of the fire, the smashed brick, and all that stuff's really great. This is, it was just a 3-pack, and you get just individual character stands. And they have these holes here. The Spidey, actually, is using a Figma version to get that, that Spidey pose. There's also these. These are Kyoto does a very basic style one. It's just the pegged foot on a clear piece here.
Alexa Bliss is using one of those.
Yep. So on this too. Oh, that's the movie Destro.
Yeah, I kind of like that.
I really do. That's of the lines. That's probably one of the better figures from that. So with these clips here, so this one is more of kind of like an open hand. They also make this style, which is like these 2 curved pieces that wrap around. So this will go like if you were going to use this, we'll use like the Shawn Michaels as an example here.
Now
you kind of like hold around the leg and then find where the gravity's right, and then.
Is this I've Lost My Smile, Shawn Michaels?
That is post Lost Smile. There was a line by
that is Married a Nitro Girl,
nice.
Shawn Michaels.
This is a line from the Figure Arts Sick line. They are 3 3/4 figures. This is from Kamen Rider Decade.
Nice.
So that's the stand that comes with that one. Kind of the same deal though. It really holds around the waist, but it is for the smaller scale figures. This was a crazy box that I just, like I was saying, I was just kind of going around the arcade. There's that.
Oh, dip.
So that is a original suit Wolverine. I'm sorry, the
brown suit
Wolverine.
John Byrne suit.
Quarter.
That is awesome.
Also this.
What?
And then this Spider-Man's actually pretty dope.
Yeah.
This is the Spider-Man from the Marvel vs. Capcom Toy Biz line.
I had that Spider-Man.
From way back when.
I had this Spider-Man.
In the 2-pack with Strider.
Yep.
The Strider's around here somewhere. I have him complete with the sword and everything. He's really, really great.
Yeah.
Oh, so these are figure stands that work for G.I. Joes of different foothold sizes, and a few different of the bigger figures. These are made by Marauders Inc. It's got the two different holes. The small one is for the G.I. Joe. The bigger one is for some of the, just different figures. Probably this one might go.
Dude, what is this from?
Yeah, so see, it fits on the wrestler guys to give them the foot, like if you wanted to do whatever kind of moves.
Seriously.
What's that?
What is this from?
That is Mezco 3 3/4 line.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that was
I was
way
gonna
back.
say,
I
this
think
is like
it's pretty amazing.
Insanely detailed for a 3 3/4.
It's pretty nuts. Here's a park exclusive Indiana Jones from Temple of Doom, but they were made with the same garbage. When I say park, I mean Disney World or the Disney parks. They're made with the same garbage plastic that they use for McFarlane figures. So the arms.
Oh God!
In this one particular outlet store, they had all these figures, and all of them had a broken arm.
Nice.
In one way or the other. So I actually have like his arm is in here somewhere.
The face isn't bad though.
Everything about it's nice, but
that was my.
It comes with this too.
That was always my biggest problem with
nice.
the Spidey. The sculpt was amazing, but the articulation is just
zero.
Crap.
Yeah. Well, that's about where they were starting to turn the corner with Marvel. I think the next step was when Digger and those guys started coming in, and they started messing around with more articulations.
Yeah.
Then we got the Blade figures, and that was.
I just would buy this figure for the
little voodoo doll.
Yeah,
he comes with the stones too.
Oh, nice.
Another. So this is one of those other type things I was talking to you that I was saying about. See, it pops in there.
Yep.
And then this is kind of more, it'll open wide to go around a waist, more or less. What do we got in here?
Nice.
This is the re-release from a few years ago.
Wow.
And he actually comes with the little Sword of Omens and then the big one.
Awesome.
Comes with an alternate hand, so you can take the gauntlet off.
I had the original version of that as a kid.
Yeah, he's floating around here somewhere. Oh, there's a clear purple Knights of the Slice pack. So it's the different slicer and the cowl and everything. There you go, Crza.
Who the hell did this re-release?
Nice.
I believe that was Playmates. I think who had did that. I might be wrong. Here's actually some mini-mates that I myself worked on.
I think this is the matte tracker from the rig. From this mask.
That's the matte tracker that comes with you're right. From the rig.
So this is WBE and Wolf, it says on the foot.
It's what? I honestly think it was like
dude, I love the mask
Jack's
toys
pack.
so bad.
I'll have to look around. So these are some figures actually that I did. They're Civil War figures. Or no, they were Astonishing X-Men figures, I think. Avengers? Uncanny Avengers? I can't remember. Made those years ago. I absolutely love them. Whatever the one was where... New Avengers.
New Avengers.
That's what it is.
It'd be cool if you could...
Century.
It'd be cool if you could bring this his arm closer to his face to do.
Without doing the double jointed elbow, it doesn't really allow you that ability. So I have the Lopan from the. This is the back when Super 7 and Funko were in bed together. I also found just a crap load of belts. If anyone follows our Instagram, I did have to post a video of just nothing but belts. Tag belts, world title belts. Oh, there's this one too, Mark. WWE title. Oh, the Indy comes with a removable hat.
Oh,
it's actually a good hat. When you put it on his head, it doesn't look like he's wearing like a huge sombrero.
Yeah.
See, I love Mini-Mates.
There's his other arm.
I love Mini-Mates as far as their style and stuff, but
Just makes you want to watch an Indiana Jones movie now.
They can be. They really do drop though in price. Their drop off is pretty steep.
Yeah, because I
find them a lot on discount. So.
Yeah, I got those. I got the 3 of those. The ones that I bought for like $1.
Oh,
so.
And then the final piece was the Green Ranger Imaginext figure. His house.
I love
also
those Imaginext.
Burned down. So, this is. All right, so we had opened these a long time ago.
Yeah, the Rocket League cars.
All right, so these are Rocket League cars. They're blind, I guess blind box. It comes with the giant ball for Rocket League, the actual ball. In it is one of those pullback cars, and on the bottom there's a code. Each car has a code.
Yep.
Each code is something in the game for real.
Yep.
And if it's something you already have, you can get rid of it and get the points. And dude, he's awesome.
I took Sentry's hair off and made Steve Rogers.
He's amazing. Oh, that was done quite a few times back in the old office.
Wasn't this one of the weapons from the Warhammer or the World of Warcraft figures?
That is the World of Warcraft orc.
Yeah.
I have it over in the other room.
Yeah.
I'm trying to find his. He had a little hat, but he came with that.
Oh, by the way, if you want the rest of those Warcraft movie figures, go to Target.
Yes, I just
they
saw
are everywhere.
Yeah, they're really cheap. And no.
Yeah, I go. I was like, I don't want those.
Don't need that even a little bit.
Couldn't find anything I did want.
What about this Bailey?
Aw. Love me some Bailey.
What else? Yeah, that's pretty much. I mean, there's a couple mystery minis in here. There's Nemo and
Neo.
Neo and Dory.
Neo and Nemo.
Finding Neo. So, with that bad joke, I think we are done here.
That's a terrible joke.
Yeah.
We've been 5Alive. I am BobbyT.
I'm Martin.
And I'm Crza.
Make sure you like, share, subscribe. Let us know how you feel in the comments below. Also, at 5Alive VP on all of the Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook.
And remember, guys, do subscribe because we are doing that giveaway. And check out the Collectorverse Awards tomorrow night. I believe it was 8:30 Eastern Time. And there's going to be some pretty crazy stuff given away. So definitely worth watching. And we might win.
Yeah.
If we win something, that's going to be... We're just going to, like... I don't know, pop some, what was it, Sparkle Cherry Fizz?
Exactly.
Pop some Crystal.
Exactly.
No. We're not spending that much. I'm talking about dollar store energy drinks.
Yeah, dollar store energy drinks. That's what I'm about.
And some NECA wafers or whatever they're called.
The chalkiest things in the
they're
world.
amazing,
We're just going to put some Mentos into some Diet Dr. Pepper.
So in reading that Doug Stanhope book, I found out one of the things he used to do because he grew up in Massachusetts. They used to use NECA wafers as skeet shoots, like throwing NECA wafers up in the air and then shooting them with a BB gun.
If you hit that, you are an amazing shot.
Yes.
We're talking about something the size of a quarter hit by a BB gun with non-consistent firing pattern.
Yeah.
Wow, that's impressive.
Yep.
So guys, remember, you bought it because you like it, and that's all that matters.
Cool.
I downgraded from love to like.
Yeah. Look at him. Look at Spidey. He is fancy.